My name is Maxwell Isiaku Kese. You can call me Max Kese, and I'm reaching out to you from Divine Organic Hub. Divine Organic Hub happens to be the nation's #1 organic shop where all your health needs are met. Today, I want us to have a discussion on sexual dysfunction, what we normally call sexual weakness. Sexual weakness is an emotional or physical challenge that prevents couple or individuals from enjoying or experiencing satisfaction during sexual intercourse at any stage of the sexual response cycle. Yes, I made mention of sexual response cycle, and that is actually the normal stage that every normal human being goes through during sexual intercourse. It starts with libido. Libido simply means the desire to go in for the thing. Now the next stage is what we call the arousal. Arousal is your body chemistry, or I would say the body interaction as a result of you thinking of having sex with your partner. So in males, you begin to experience erection. And in females too, they actually have this swelling around their clitoris and also clitoris sensitivity. Now the next stage is what we call orgasm. Now you know with orgasm, that is after the intercourse has actually transpired between you and your partner, and then you've reached a level of satisfaction. So that is what we normally call he has reached orgasm. And then the last stage of the sexual response cycle is what we call the resolution. With the resolution, your body begins to return to its normal stage. So in males, your erection begins to shrink to its normal stage, just as the same as the women too. Now, when you have issues with your body organs, that is when you begin to realize that you don't actually go through these stages as normal as every other person will go through. So the proof for you to know that you have sexual function challenges is that you may not actually go through these cycles as every human being will do. So for example, you may not even experience libido, or you may not also experience what we call arousal, or you may not even reach orgasm. So when you begin to see these symptoms in you, it means that you have challenges with your sexual functions. Sexual dysfunction may be experienced by any human being at any point in time. More often than not, we tend to believe that it only happens to people who are 40 years and above, but this is not true. You may be at 20 years, but if you live an inordinate lifestyle, you are at risk. It only happens to people who are 40 years and above due to the advancement in age and the health of the person coming down. There are two major causes of sexual dysfunction. These are the physical and the psychological causes. And with the physical challenges, it is as a result of you having some physical and medical conditions that might temper with your sexual functions. So this may be BP, diabetes, kidney failure, hormonal imbalance. It could even be drug abuse or alcoholism. Now the truth is, you will not be able to enjoy sex or sexual intercourse whilst battling with these conditions. So you may be tempted to go in for some orthodox medications, but that could even be worse, because the kind of medication they give you are all chemical drugs that tempers with your health, general well-being, and at the end of the day, even giving you something else that you might even battle with. So we always recommend you go in for some organic health. Now the last thing I will touch under the physical cause of sexual dysfunction is what we call obesity. You that is listening to me, I want you to take a caution. Obesity is something that is not to be seen as a lifestyle or fashion. Obesity is a health condition that has to be dealt with. An American professor, Andrew Weil, who is a professor of alternative medicine, stated in his book recently called Why Our Health Matters that America stands to be the highest country with the highest rate of obesity rate, which is actually the major cause of death and a major cause of other health challenges in the country. Now this actually has to be a call to action to some of us at this continent for us to live ready and also health conscious. The next cause of sexual dysfunction is what we call the psychological causes. This is actually as a result of work-related stress and relationship or marriage depression. Now, I want you to take note of this. The major cause of psychological challenges is stress. So I call on you today that if you are experiencing some stress and psychological conditions, I will please urge you to manage your stress and depressions. Having said all this, I have a good news for you. Divine Organic Herb has been in the industry over the years, recommending and providing one of the finest organic products in order to help people have holistic health. And I'm glad to be here as your host to recommend some of these organic products that will help you to reverse every sexual dysfunction that you may be experiencing today. Without much ado, let's go straight to the point. The major symptoms of sexual dysfunction is what we call erectile dysfunctions and premature ejaculations. Now with these, I would like to recommend products like Multi-Maca, Honey Goat Whey, Damiana for you. The product I want to recommend to you is pomegranate. Pomegranate is actually a product from Remedies. It's an original juice that helps to boost your testosterone. Not only that, it also improves erectile dysfunction. It also helps in people with low risk of prostate cancer. And it also improves our sperm count. So pomegranate is one major natural organic product that I would like to recommend to you. Now, on the list of testosterone, I also want to talk about Remedies X. This is also one of the products that you can get that will help to boost your testosterone. Now, aside this, I also want to talk about Damiana. Damiana is key when it comes to boosting of testosterone and even improving your libido if your libido is low. This is actually the leaf of Damiana. We also have the supplement here. Now, the last thing I would like to talk on is our prostate health. If you're having any urinary tract condition or prostate condition, these are the products I recommend for you. Number one is what we call Vitalize. We have Vitalize for women and Vitalize for men. This helps to correct your prostate conditions and maintains it without you having any challenges. Aside that, I also talk about saw palmetto. Saw palmetto is also one key product that helps to correct prostate conditions. And the last product I'll talk about under this list is what we call the pumpkin seed oil. But I have a good news for you. Divine Organic Herb has all these complete pack. So why don't you hit the button below and speak to our representatives in order to get the complete pack. Thank you very much.